Do I dare? Do I dare? Well, I think I'm going to try one of these cookies. These are from the dollar store. They're always at the 99-cent store. And they're the Chinese almond cookies. And actually, they do go very well with tea. And they're inexpensive. Dropping crumbs on the floor. And that's one thing. I am a slob, but I'm pretty good about not leaving food out. You know, because, you know, that way you get bugs. And I can honestly say the only bugs I have are spiders and sometimes some ants. Sometimes. But none of the other nasties like slobs usually get. Don't have a problem with that because I don't leave food out. You know, cockroaches and rats, etc., mice. And when I had Buster around, mice was never a problem. Another reason. Poor Buster. He's moved on to better grounds. I did see him, but he won't come to me now. He's kind of, he's basically a feral cat. Mostly feral, but I think he's found a new home. And he looked good. He looked like he'd been eating really well. And so I'm happy for him. With my situation, I wasn't able to I mean, the landlord wanted everybody to get rid of their animals. And they just made it very unwelcoming here for him. And that sucked. And I want to say I'm in a better mood because I did some work for a friend, which involved using some welding. And it felt really good to use my hands again. And I still have it. I mean, I was starting to think there was so long stretch of time where I wasn't doing any actual welding, and I still got it. My brain can still work that way. And I was actually seriously beginning to doubt whether I could do that or not. So that was good. It's not going to lead to anything permanent, which kind of sucks. But I have to count my blessings where I get them, and you know, and auxilium mea mob alto. It still gets me by, or he still gets me by, or she, or whatever. Cheers. So that helped me out. That's helping to keep the wolves away from the door just a little bit, the psychological wolves. And dare I? Okay. Should this be a new segment? A little gossip on YouTube or something I needed to say? I know there's some of you that watch Fez Night. Well, you're all watching Fez Night right now, but there's some of you that watch Fez Night that that also follow Timmy113 and Cyber9 Rounder 1. And I used to talk a lot about him. And then I would still kind of mention him every now and then. And then it came through me through a friend on YouTube. Well, I just wanted to stop for a moment and just wish you all a happy Valentine's Day. Well, thank you, my wonderful subscribers. And to my female friends, as an extra special Valentine's Day. I don't want to name names off the list because I'm afraid I'll leave somebody out. And then some of you don't get along. And I've even been told, oh, I saw you talking to her. And I'm like, oh. I'm not a player. I'm just on YouTube, you know? And I like having female friends. I do. Cheers. Well, I was told through this friend, who I guess Tim was communicating with in a PM, tell citizenkong not to talk about me. Tell him to shut up or whatever. And yet, and I didn't post Fez Night for a while, so in a sense I wasn't talking about you. But I noticed through the grapevine, by the way, I'm blocked on both his channels. So a lot of times when he posts videos, I don't even know that they're posted, but I hear from other people that he continues to talk about me. Now, how is that fair? If he's going to ask me not to talk about him by just fairness, well, then he wouldn't talk about me. And then when he does talk about me, he says awful things. That I'm a scumbag and that it's the worst mistake he ever made on YouTube was trying to befriend me and how he tried to help me. And I'm wondering, well, what did you want from me? I mean, I needed a friend. I'm at a very not at my best, and I'm vulnerable. I'm vulnerable, but you kind of caught me at a weak moment. I mean, essentially, sir, you sought me out. You went to the place where I was volunteering and surprised me there. And then you came to my house. You know, you were filming around my neighborhood, letting me know you're getting closer, and I genuinely like you, and I don't understand. I feel like you were playing mind games with me. You invited me to Thanksgiving, and then you uninvited me, and you said it was because of Barfly Brooks. But I'm looking back at that, and I'm thinking, you know, because I'm still friends with Barfly Brooks, who said bad things about you. I'm still friends with Monk and the Monk's Castle, Monk and his brother, and Stan, and they attacked you. They made videos that you considered slanderous, and I in no way ever support any of these videos. I've told my friends on YouTube to back off, and that's one of the disappointments I had with the NOE in general, was that when I asked the NOE for something, they wouldn't do it. In fact, they joined the fight. In some ways, I think some of them undercover were attacking me. And the whole thing that I was gay for Tim, all that kind of, those phony channels, those clone accounts and those videos, that pissed me off. That sucked, you know? I mean, I was dealing with that too. And Tim hates me. He thinks I'm a backstabber. He thinks I'm a lowlife. But I just leave it up to you folks. I'm not going to attack him. I'm just saying, look, judge for yourselves. I mean, I'm telling you a little bit about my side of the story. Tim, you might think this is attacking, but I think that you were, I think I'm trying to be fair, but I mean, were you trying to control me or manipulate me or use me as a way to undermine some of these people on YouTube? Because if you're disappointed in me, it's because I wouldn't do that, and I wasn't going to turn back on my turn against my friends that I had had here on YouTube for 2 years. Yes, they were doing things that I was not happy with. Yes, they were laughing along at watching me being ridiculed, and watching you being ridiculed. But basically, you've cut off communication, you've blocked me, and I would just like to just move on. I mean, just look, man, have a nice life. I'm sorry, that you see me as a nerd or a scum or a two-face or a backstabber. But everybody that watches Fez Night, you can judge for yourselves to see how I've conducted myself on YouTube. And if you think I'm a backstabber too, just, you can just join in, I would like to know, I mean, I guess I do care what people think about me. I really do. I guess I do. And maybe that's one of my weaknesses. So anyway, is that all I'm going to talk about on that matter? I think so.